Okay, hi everybody. How we doing? So obviously, you can see that I'm not here. Um, got a sick family at home taking care of. So just letting you guys know that we're still gonna be learning today. Yay! Yay! Still learning. Yay! Woo. All right. So two goals today: solve systems by linear equations with two variables by elimination, and then we're gonna be, by the end of this section, notice that this is day one. By the end of this section, we're going to be comparing and choosing appropriate methods. So we've already learned graphing and substitution. Now we're going to talk about elimination. So you're going to see um, there's a variety of different methods that you could use to solve systems. So this is just one of the three, and you can actually pick. And sometimes it's easier to do a method over the other, and that's where we're getting this objective. Yeah. Notice how late it is. Sorry for if there's any mistakes on here. I'll try not to, but who knows? It is late. All right, so here's our notes. Basically, we've got 3 pages of notes, and they're all examples. So just got to show you how to do elimination. I could give you notes on like what elimination does and everything, but I think it's just as easy just to tell you how to do it. Okay. So solve by elimination. Here's what you're looking for in elimination. You're looking for, let me highlight it for you. It'll be all fancy and get a highlighter. You're looking for this right here. You see that? Here's what you see. You see a negative 4y and a positive 4y. A negative 4y and a positive 4y. You want that to happen. You want the same number, only positive and negative, to be there when it's lined up in standard form. Notice that each one of them, equation 1 is 3x minus 4y equals 10. ax plus by equals c. Lined up for us. Notice that each of these are like that. If they're not like that, you got to get them lined up. X's over X's, Y's over Y's, constants over constants. And then you got to make it happen where we have a negative and a positive of that same coefficient. And I'll show you how to make that happen if it's not like this. This one is actually set up for elimination. Now, here's what we do. When it is set up like this, all you have to do is just add these two equations together. Sorry for my blue pen turning to black. I'll just make it black so you don't get weirded out by it. So I'm just going to add these equations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 3x and this x and just add it together. 3x plus 1x is 4x. Thought I chose a black pen, but that's okay. Because what's going to happen now is when I add these two equations together, negative 4y plus 4y cancels each other out. There's nothing there. There's nothing even to write there. Equals 10 plus a negative 2 is 8. And hey, look at that. That's a really easy equation to solve. I would hope it is. We divide by 4. We divide by 4. And we get x is equal to 2. So again, don't lose sight of the end goal. Oh gosh. Oh geez. Don't lose sight of the end goal there. The end goal is to get a coordinate, right? To get this 2. Again. There we go. 2 comma something. We got x is 2, and now we just need to solve for y. Well, how do we do that? Same thing as substitution. Plug it back in. We get 2 for x. I'll go to the bottom equation right now. 2 plus 4y is equal to negative 2. Just taking that bottom equation, plugging 2 in for x. Subtract the 2 over to the other side. Minus 2 here. Minus 2 here. Not minus 8. Minus 2. So we get 4y is equal to negative 4. Move down a little bit. Y is, when I divide by 4 over to the other side, negative 1. Here's my answer. Okay. This problem was set up for us for elimination. That's why this process was so easy here. Again, what was the process? Well, you got to get these negative 4y and positive 4y there. If they're not, add down through the entire two equations. If all the x's and y's and constants are lined up, solve, plug it back in just like we did substitution. So this one is also set up for you. So if you think you got it, press pause. I'm doing my pause look. Press pause. See if you can figure it out. Okay, so hopefully we've tried it out. I'm going to add down. Now take a look right here. Get a highlighter for you. Highlighter. Be all fancy. Look at that. Notice how the x's, one's a 2 and one's a negative 2. It's set up for elimination in that I have both x coefficients. One's positive, they're both 2's, one positive, one negative. So what happens is this cancels out. Plus 2x minus 2x. If I add these entire two equations together, they cancel each other out. So I'm going to take 1y, because remember there's always a 1 sitting out there if we need it. 1y plus 3y, 4y, is equal to 20. Oops, no. I almost said 22. It's 12. Okay. 4y is equal to 25 plus a negative 13. 12. Which makes a really easy one-stepper. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Y is 3. Not y is b. Y is 3. Now plug that back in. Maybe I'll go to the top equation again. 2x plus, now this would be y. Plug that in. 3. Cannot be 3 is equal to 25. Not 25. Subtract the 3 over to the other side. And again, all I did there was plug y in for that top equation. 2x is equal to 22. And x is equal to 11. So this one's at 11, comma, 3. Okay. Now, take a look here. It looks like this one's set up for us already. But there's one little thing that we got to do. Take a look right there. They're both positive. So it's not set up quite yet. Since they're both positive, I've got to multiply one of the equations by a negative to make this set up for substitution. I'm going to take this whole equation 2 and I'm going to multiply. I'm going to multiply by negative 1. Okay, times that whole equation. So I would take, this is my original top equation, 2x plus y equals negative 5. This is my new bottom equation. Negative 2x. This was a negative 5y, turns into a positive 5y. This was a positive 13, it turns into a negative 13. So now I just add down just like I did before. Notice that it's set up for us now. Look at what the multiplying by that negative 1 did. Made this work. So let's add down. Let me my calligraphy pen, just a pen. So I've got 1y plus 5y to get 6y. And again, the goal here is to eliminate. That's where the name comes from. Eliminate one of the variables. And that's what we did. Equals negative 5. And again, what we're doing here is we're adding these two equations, right? So we got negative 5 plus a negative 13 is a negative 18. Divide by 6. Y is negative 3. So now I just plug that in to find x. We'll go to the top equation. 2x minus, or sorry, plus a negative 3. I could just say minus 3 if I wanted to. It's negative 5. Oops. Sorry. Negative 5. So I add that 3 over to the other side to get 2x is equal to negative 2. So x is equal to negative 1. There's my answer. Try that one on your own. Now I got a couple different options here. I could either multiply the top or the bottom equation. If I wanted to multiply the top equation, take a look here. You got to think about this. How do I make those the same? Well, this is already a -3. This one on the bottom here is already a -3. So I just want to make this a -3. Well, if I want to multiply x, I got to multiply the whole top equation. So I'll do that. Multiply this whole thing by -3. So that would become a -3x, -3 times 2y, -6y. You're doing kind of like the big distributive property in here, is equal to -33. And then I'm just going to bring down that same bottom equation that I have. -3x plus y is equal to -5. And I'm going to add these two equations together. So I got a -5. Again, this first terms will cancel, which is good. -5y is equal to -38. That doesn't look right. -6 plus 1, -5. Okay. Maybe we're getting a decimal here. I'm just going to double check my answer. Use this time to check yours as well. -3 minus 6, -33, -3x. Okay. Maybe we do get a negative or decimal. 38 divided by 5 is 7.6. Then we're just going to plug that back in. So we've got x plus 2 times that, 15.2, is equal to 11. So x is equal to 11 minus 15.2, -4.2. Okay, we'll do that. Until I get to school and you guys say, Mr. Laverick, you did that stupid thing on that video. It should have come out to be a whole number. All right, so that's elimination. Okay, we'll continue on with elimination. Again, this was day 1. We'll continue on with elimination tomorrow, day 2. Okay, so try out your homework. Do the best you can. Take your time. Remember, show all work. No credit will be given without all the work. I'm talking to you, Isaac. So make sure you show all work. Okay, show all work. Remember, your final answer should all be in coordinates. I should not just see coordinates sitting there. And you got to do elimination too. I know you're going to be tempted to do substitution on some of these, but you got to do elimination as well. All right. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun, folks. Come on now.